Here's the flooring that's going in. It's going in here. We gotta tear all this tile out. This is gonna be the worst of it because it's the 6x6 tiles. There's that 8x8. Yeah, 6x6. It looks like a little kitchen, little nook area, dining room. Started doing some of it. Looks like by hand. And then they said, nuh-uh. Got a bedroom. That's where I'm going to start in here. I figured I'd get everything shifted to the side of the room. That way I have a clear shot and start tearing this up, cleaning it up, and then work my way through. The worst of it is going to be moving this. It's in sections. I think it's bolted together, so I just have to remove it and just move them individually. Closet, smaller room, closet, not too bad. And this room, about the same as the other one. Again, it's just bigger furniture. We gotta move around. That thing isn't gonna fit through the door, so that especially I'm gonna have to work around. But I might do the same thing. Get as much of this out that I can, and what can't be taken out, I'll just move to one side, clean it out, move it, and just just work around it. Get a cart, bucket upside down. I get my hammer drill, start screwing around, hammer drill, shipping. There was supposed to be a dumpster today. They had tire issues. I guess a tire blew, so it's going to be afternoon tomorrow. So unfortunately, I just have to. I had to bag some stuff there. I got a pile here, so I have to put it somewhere. Wait until a dumpster so I can start getting this stuff out of the house. Alright, making progress, not too bad. While it's empty, I'm going to get it all done, all the tile out, all the thinset down, cleaned up, and then start moving some of the stuff out here. Putting some of that in here, this being the room where I kind of stage, store some stuff. And because this room I'm not going to get into, as I already said, our main start is going to be just running from the front door against this main wall to the living room, and then work my way that way, and then work my way that way. So it's not until I work my way in here that I'll need to do anything in here, but that's going to be later in the week. So if I can get a lot of this stuff out of the way so I can focus on where I'm going to be starting out here. Alright, so I'm going to skip everything. I'm going to get to work, but the next thing I'll show is the progress that I've made from this point, because I'm not going to film the progress that I'm about to make getting this done. So I'll skip ahead to where I'm making good progress. And there we have it. This room is cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and start moving some of this stuff. I'm gonna start tearing this up and then start loading the dumpster with all this, because we do have a dumpster now. Start throwing stuff in there, which I already have. I want to get all the rest of this tile tore up, all this tile in the dumpster, and then start going through and chipping all this stuff up, all the thin set. Stuff holds really good. It's hard to get it out of there. I'm just glad this whole house, all the rest of this wasn't that, because that would have been a nightmare. This probably come up pretty easy. So a lot of this is loose. I might get, let's see. Yeah, this part will come up easy. Alright, fast forward to present time, just to show progress that was made. It is the next day, by the way. Started chipping up, cleaning the thin set up to this point. Just got done vacuuming it. What I'm going to do is start moving the couch over, probably moving some of this stuff in the nook area. Like getting this, getting all that, the table, trying to get a lot of that moved out of here, because I plan on moving in and continuing that way I can continue to get that out of there. Hopefully be able to move this big thing out of the way so we start getting that out of there. I don't remember if I showed an update of where we were at. I think I did. But I have help today. I might have already showed it, but I have this hallway, this room. The rest of all this is just areas where thin set needs to be chipped up. Tile underneath that. And finish this room. Tile, and then the whole room, thin set, that closet. Nate is here today to help chip it, so we'll have 2 guys, so we'll be able to get more done today.
Are you talking to yourself, dude?
No, I'm talking to these guys.
What's up, guys? Please like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. we're back. Update. It's been a couple days. Nate helped tear up the tile, and then I've been by myself again. But we're here back today. I'll show you the progress that's been done. It feels like it's not much progress, but the plan is to get everything caught up today. Nate's coming back. Supposed to already start laying the flooring down, but this thinset, there's areas that come up pretty good, and you're like, oh nice, I'm hitting the easy part, and then like a lot of this in here, and I'm hoping this isn't the same, but it's just very slow. It's stuck really good, so I'm in the process of moving everything over, and then I have to chip the thinset on this side and a little bit in the closet. Got to go through, I mean it's not much, but I got to go through and clean it. You know, these areas where you see they were patched, those are really bad, trying to get up. And then just clean out the ends, clean out, and then obviously here, finish cleaning this out. Still got a little bit around here, still a little bit of cleanup in here, and a little bit of the closet. And then in here, where we're on the tile, we still gotta ship out all this thinset. So luckily I have Nate coming today. That way it could be two of us all day, just jumping on it, and I'm hoping between the two of us we can get, the plan is, it would be great if before the end of the day all the thinset was chipped up. This is what we were able to get. At least we're finally starting able to get some flooring down. So today and tomorrow, it's going to be just me. The plan is between today and tomorrow to get the rest of this house, the floor done. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks Nate for your help up to this point. Got a good head start, like jump on it. So even with a little bit of help, it's still mostly me doing it. I did most of the demo, and I'm going to be doing most of the floor. So this is what we have up to this point. Starting to have this room looking like a room finally with new flooring. And then I'm gonna continue this run. Actually what I'm gonna do is move all this out of the way, because my next run of underlayment is gonna go all the way up and then start laying the flooring all the way to there, and then move this back. That's the last time I have to move. Well, no, it's not going to be my last time, because I have to come back and do quarter round. All right, made some decent progress today. Finished getting this to the wall. Got it underneath the door there. So now I can go ahead and move this stuff back to the wall. Yeah, I got this carried to here, and all the way to the corner there. Obviously, the next piece is going to wrap around here and continue down. So I decided to stop at that point. So I wanted to keep this going. I went ahead and got all this done today, at least all the way up to here. And it's got this little closet area. The plan is tomorrow to at least get these bedrooms done. Run my flooring as far over as I can. Do the same thing I did in the other rooms. Move it all over here, finish it out to the wall. I'm stopping here, and then just going into this little closet. I think this is the smallest room. I'll move that over, run it through, move things around, get it to the wall. I still have to pull this stove out, and there's still a little bit of tile underneath that. The old existing tile I'll have to chip up. So that'll be a little bit of work. Not much, just that little area. Alright, we are down to pretty much the final day. I'll show you the progress we've made. Gotta get this finished, and then there's a lot of like ends where I gotta finish ripping the end pieces and some small ends. I got this, and then the bigger spots is this, and then the master bedroom closet, and then just filling out other ends inside the closet, and then ripping the ends, and then that's it with the flooring, and then we can start putting quarter round in. So most of the flooring is in. There's a few spots, and then I go around and put quarter round. And it's been me up to this point getting the rest of it today. I have Nate helping me help get a handle on the last bit of stuff that needs to be done. Alright, I know I haven't really been doing or showing much except for updates of progress that's been done. It's just because we've been so busy, I've been trying to just stick with just working. So it's the end of the day. It is, what time is it? It's almost 6 o'clock. Like I was saying, Nate helped me today. There was a lot of work I did without him. He came back one more day to help get caught up on some stuff. So we're down to a few things. I'll show you the progress that we've done. So all the floor is done. Get the quarter round installed for most of it. We have to get a couple of transition pieces. So we're gonna have a transition here. We'll do all this. Transition piece here. All the floor's done. Quarter round. Whew, a lot of work. Let's see. Is that off? Alright, that's off. Close that. Alright. Closing up for the day too. So it's closing up as we go. Alright, so we did that. Quarter round. Quarter round. Quarter round. So the only thing left that I have to do is I have to finish that piece behind the fridge, and then just the two ends in here. That's the last of the quarter round I have to do. So that's all I have to do tomorrow. I have to transition here to kind of break these two floors up, you know, let it do its, you know, moving and whatever it's got to do, and it doesn't bind up the rest of the floor. So I'll do a transition there. Again, this is all done. Quarter round is all done. And then closet. All right. So tomorrow I'll come back. It'll be just me. And if I have time, and if I remember, I'll try to do like a quick, a last quick. Okay, we're finally finished. If not, then this will be it. Then I have all this stuff. Obviously, it's my tools. And all these are empty boxes. We used every bit. We have some scraps, but we opened every box, so we had just enough, just a little short of a quarter round. But I'm gonna get all this cleaned up and hauled out of here tomorrow. Tomorrow should be our last day. This truck is filled with all my stuff. I forgot how much stuff I actually had here. Cleaning up, and I'm out of here. Cleaned up all this trash up, and we are, come on now, every time you clean it, come back and there's something shows up. Yeah, I had to piece this back together. Now that's all bolted back together, put back in its place. And like we showed last time, you know, I had a quarter round. There was a quarter round here that I didn't like, so I replaced it. So that one, I got that piece, and then there's a couple pieces in there. Which they're there now. We decided not to do this transition piece. You know, obviously it looks better, you know, nicer if it doesn't have the transition. You know, the floor just flows in there, so it looks better. I just told him, just, you know, if it seems like the floor is binding, because, you know, that floor is connected with this floor in here. You know, if it looks like it's binding and it needs some sort of like release or whatever, we can add in the transition later. But for now, they want to see if it'll do fine without putting one there. And it's just these transition pieces. One there. And one there. Turning everything off, closing and locking everything. We're out of here. I did have a little bit of help, so I wasn't 100% on my own or by myself, but I needed the help where I had it. So, but I did do most of it myself. So, all right, we'll see you in the next one.